There's no countdown again. Why does it keep doing that?
Mine is a countdown.
If you're still counting down, what are you at?
Yeah.
What are we at?
0.
Oh, 0. Welcome back, Barely Gamers, to your favorite podcast about video games you may or may not have already played.
I'm Juicebox.
And I'm Jackson.
And it's dangerous to go alone, so come with us as we chat about this week's sexy video game.
It's dangerous. Oh, to go alone.
Ooh, that's right. You saw it here on the title. This is the sexy episode. We posed a question. Mostly we've argued about it in private. What is the sexiest video game? So we've come forward today to get to the bottom of this.
Bottom.
Oh, whoa. I did that on purpose.
Did you?
No.
Nice.
I
And if
wish
you
I did.
guys are watching any of our clips, we made sure tits out for sexiest video game. So I got a fancy little harness on. If you hear
It's a
any
good harness.
squeaky leather, I got that on. And
What's the functional purpose of a harness?
for me, aesthetics. For me, what I like about it is
Yeah.
that my under boob is
Yeah.
a little bit more developed.
Do you think it's because it pushes the harness that goes above, like your upper pecs? Does it push
So
it
my-
down a little more?
So my upper pec, I find, isn't as developed. So when I wear this,
Yeah.
it accentuates the under, so they look fuller. Like, look at that.
Right. Yeah.
They look like tits.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I realized
Yeah.
as I was setting up today, I was like, we're an audio only podcast. Juice.
Oh, there's clips. There's clips. There's clips.
going to be a
there's
couple clips, but aside
clips.
from that. So if you guys needed any more motivation to go make sure you're following on Instagram, this is it. At DangerPod. We'll see you over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the functional thing is that it's meant for sex, and it's meant to like hold on to stuff. So it's like
Someone could attach a leash to you kind of thing.
technically yes, but no. But it's more
That's not
like
it.
it's more like it's something to hold on to.
Sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then like this one has an attachment that like these rings.
Yeah. They look
They
like
ha-
a gun holster.
Yeah, so they have a leather attachment that goes down,
Yeah.
and then that has a thing to hold something else.
You're so PG all of a sudden. That's great. I appreciate it.
It's
I am also in a harness.
You are not.
They won't know.
No, he's in a robe, very Hugh Hefner vibes today.
Yeah.
And a 4-inch cock ring.
In circumference?
Circumference? What does that mean?
Around.
Like thickness?
No, it would be like if you ran that circle, if you were little and you ran on that circle all the way from start to finish, you would have ran 4 inches.
Oh, I meant like width,
Like diameter.
So
Straight across the middle.
So it's like a stretcher. So you put it on and it just stretches everything out.
Oh.
Yeah. What a great start. That's a good start for us. Good
Anyhow,
start, good
before we
start.
get to all that, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. It's been a busy week of coaching, but I'm loving it. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling blessed. Love to be able to help people, which is really nice.
Yeah.
My sweet little ladies at my boot camp, and
Are they still hitting you with all the compliments?
I get a few. I get a few.
What do you think it would take? Have you told them about this podcast? What do you think it's going to take for your little old lady friends to come and listen to our podcast and see you in a harness?
They might see the clip because I think a few of them follow me, but I don't think they would.
That.
I don't think they would listen.
Okay, that's.
I
fine.
do have
I get that.
I have some friends at CrossFit that listen.
Yeah. You tell me stories on occasion. I love that.
They listen. My one friend's like, I listen all the time, but I skip the video game stuff, and I go,
get that.
Fair.
Honestly, this one might appeal to them more than any other one prior, because I don't think we're going to talk much about video games in like a game breakdown sense, almost at all.
No, I'll talk about it more in a visual sense.
Yeah, exactly. We'll paint pictures.
Beautiful pictures, sexy pictures.
Beautiful, sexy pictures.
Sexy pictures. Lots of skin.
Ooh. I mean, not always. Sometimes modesty is sexy.
Oh my God. You want to see this ankle? Wait.
until
Oh my
we
god.
get to my game when I throw Mormon Simulator in the mix.
I can't wait. I can't
Modesty
wait.
is sexy.
Modesty is sexy. Great. How was your week, Jackson?
I'm doing good. Did you get your taxes done? That's been the big hook of my week.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't owe that much money.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I'm really happy. I owe a lot of money in another thing, but not for like my additional taxes. I was really happy about that.
Cool. Yeah, I've ranted about this a number of times, but I think taxes are dumb. Not the fact that we have to pay the government for services. That makes sense to me. The fact that we have to go and file them, and it seems like nobody understands what the fuck they're doing. It doesn't seem like anyone at any level of government that handles these claims. Half the time when I work with tax professionals, they're like, we're going to do our best. And like, that just seems to be par for the course for the industry. It just seems like we're guessing and hoping. And that seems to just be what everyone's doing. And did you know, Juice? There are countries out there that do your taxes for you because they already have the fucking information. Our government does too.
Have you
they
seen
just
that,
send it to you.
That video of the girl where she's just like, do your taxes, pay them, but if you get it wrong, boop, you're going to jail.
Yes.
And she's like, but do you know how much I have to pay? And they go, well, yeah. And she goes, can I know? And they go, no.
It's
you have to
insanity.
guess.
How do we live our everyday life, our day-to-day life, with the weight of just unforeseen, massive, widespread consequences?
Yeah.
How are we walking around day to day? How can you and I sit down here, both in leather harnesses, and have a conversation about video games? How are we not all? I mean, I almost always am thinking, what happens when the government comes knocking? You know what I mean? Why can't they just make it easy for us?
Listen, if the government comes knocking and I'm wearing this, I'm giving a few winks and a few little tickles, and then I'm sucking my way out of that.
How long do you think you would last in jail?
You know what I found out? In jail,
Tell me.
You don't get to just sleep all day. You got to do stuff.
Yeah, they make you work.
What the fuck?
What, you think you're on vacation?
Well, I just thought you laid there and read books all day and worked out.
Which movie are you basing your vision of prison on?
Avatar: The Last Airbender, when Uncle Iroh gets sent to jail and gets absolutely fucking juiced because all he does is push-ups and pull-ups all day long.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's real. Damn those true stories.
Yeah, that cartoon.
Mr. Boxx always says that when we watch something, he'll go, "These damn true stories."
Yeah,
and it's
holy
like
hell.
It's like fucking Avatar, but like the blue cat people.
Blue cat Avatar people.
Blue cat.
Which Avatar is the better Avatar?
Avatar Aang. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I watched one episode. I told you that, right?
Yeah, and you said it was fine, and I was extremely disappointed. No,
yeah.
It's one of the best television shows ever created.
I'm not gonna, I'll let you be wrong. That's fine.
We're gonna watch together, and I'm gonna show you.
Are you gonna be the person that just like sits there and stares at me, just waiting to see my every reaction to every single little thing?
No, I'm gonna be the one sitting there where every 5 seconds I'm gonna be like reading lore into your ear.
Just wait until season 3. This part's going to be really fucking important.
Right.
Like,
at one point, I stop and they're about to do something, and I just go, "Secret tunnel, secret tunnel," and you would understand that.
No, I don't get it.
If you watched.
Are you going to be the person that says their lines a half a second before them?
Because no, I mouth it with them with eyes full of tears.
Fucking worst. This is why we can't watch things together anymore.
Come on. Or I make you just put your whole hand on my head and I fall asleep.
Yeah, I've got to palm the top of your head like a fucking basketball.
Yeah. Guess which head?
Brain. Where your brain is.
Guess which brain?
You're with the one that has ears. Make
Guess
that weird.
which.
Make that weird. Good luck.
Challenge accepted. Make that one weird.
Anyhow, in
Imagine.
summary, taxes can get fucked.
Oh, I forgot that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. This is how our podcast works. I don't know if you've noticed. We start on taxes. We end up talking about palming your head.
Sorry. Again, I had to break it there. I love that. No, yeah. No, my taxes are done. They're done, and I'm happy that they're done.
I apparently am fine. I have to get one more thing to my tax guy.
Girly pop.
The thing was due
May
yesterday.
1st.
Let me tell you these things.
Okay.
Let me tell you these things. First, my guy was the best. I was so fucking stressed about this. I started trying to do it on my own. And then I went, I can't fucking do this. I can't figure it out. So I was like, take my $300 and give me peace of mind. And then I was still nervous, but I talked to the guy. I was like, this is the part where I got frustrated. This is where I got stressed. This is where I got confused. Every time. He's like, I can handle that. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. And I went, oh my God, Dan. Also, Dan, they send you, they match you with your tax It's like dating. They match you with your tax professional. And you get to see the profile photo. Dan, rocking a flannel. Already, nice. I'm swiping right on Dan. And we get in there. He tells me everything's going to be okay, little baby. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, Dan, thank you. And then he's like, if you owe the government money, you better fucking believe they're going to be knocking on your door immediately. If they owe you money, they're not coming after you. So if you're behind on your taxes and you haven't heard from them, chances are they owe you money. And I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing ever. God damn it. But he's good. So he said, hey, there's actually one more piece of info that I need from you, but don't worry, you're getting money back. So you can take as long as you fucking need, is what he said. And then the other thing, he was like, so you're claiming self-employment because of my Twitch income. Self-employment has a deadline in June. And I went, oh, which one do I file? He's like, you're self-employed, so June. And I was like, I make almost no money on my Twitch streams. I make some, and I need the fucking government to know about it. He's like, yeah, June, don't worry about it. I was like, Dan is the fucking man.
Bro, I'm out here filing end of April when I could be doing it end of June.
Yep. Just I'll send you Dan, man. Dan's the guy.
I don't know. Betty?
You got Betty.
Betty's my shit.
Tell me about Betty.
Betty. We call her, okay, so we
don't
call her this. We don't call it. No, we don't call her this. We don't. I need to preface this. We don't call her this.
This is a bit.
But anytime I say we got to call Betty, I always think, oh, Black Betty, right? Yeah, that song. So I don't call her Black Betty.
Okay, sure.
But I sing the song.
Sure.
Black Betty, because her name's Betty. Anyways, so Betty keeps my shit on lock. Betty's been doing my taxes since I was 16.
I was just gonna ask. You got Betty year round.
Oh, Betty's on the payroll. Betty's my shit. Betty's my shit.
Betty gets a taste of everything you make.
Betty?
Yeah.
Betty's been rocking my shit since I was 16. Yeah. She still lives in and I still send my shit out. Do I live there? Absolutely fucking not.
Whatever. You know, you find good people, you keep them in your network no matter where you go.
I fuck hard with Betty at that's my shit right there.
Everybody did we just dox Betty?
Can we talk? Oh, sorry. Let's bleep that out.
Oh, I'll bleep that part.
Yeah, bleep.
But everyone, if you meet any Betty who's a tax professional, make sure to shake their hand.
Yeah, just be like, you know what, Betty? I fuck with you.
So taxes, fuck them. But
fuck taxes.
We're rolling.
Yeah.
You want to talk about video games?
Right now?
We could. We don't have to.
All right. How are we going to do this? So today we were debating the sexiest video games.
The sexiest video games.
Sexiest video games out there.
Yeah.
Celebrating with our nipples out. Well, my nipples are out. Your middle chest
This one's out. It's behind the mic. Oh, look. See that? Oh,
I saw it. Oh, my God.
There it is. Look at that.
Surprise. Okay. So should we start? I got 3. You got 400.
I got a lot.
Okay. Should we start with our number 3?
I think we just go conversationally, you know? Fire me. Give me one.
Here's one.
Tell me why you think it's that one. Okay. And I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Jedi Survivor.
Okay. See, now you need to make a case for it.
Okay.
And this is why we do it this way. Go ahead. Make your case.
Jedi Survivor has a mod where you can make Cal in a tiny loincloth. And they have also made the mod so his cock is like a fucking arm. So not only is the loincloth barely there, but the bulge looks like it looks like Baby Yoda is just hanging out down there the whole time. So
Can you say loincloth one more time?
Loincloth.
How many syllables are in loin?
Loincloth. Loin? Lindsay Lohan cloth.
Fine, let's just move past it. We don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Okay, so your number one submission here
number
is...
okay, but
your
my number
first,
one is not
your
my first submission.
In your first submission... Getting real deep in the weeds of semantics right now. No, not number one, just
number
first.
one. I got sexier.
Those are
I got
the same,
sexier.
But
I got
let's
sexier.
move on.
I got sexier.
So your first submission is not Jedi Survivor. It's the mod with which you made Jedi Survivor more raunchy.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? That's an acceptable answer. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow. This is great.
Okay. Don't I look good?
Yeah, stay like this for the next 30 minutes.
All right. No, this
Honestly,
is the clip. This is
the clip right here.
This is the clip.
You guys are seeing it happen right now. We're doing it. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my
but I looked
goodness.
I looked kind of jacked.
Huge.
Though, right?
You look great.
Good, right?
Wow. I'm so proud of you.
Look at
You've
that.
been working hard. You've been working hard, and it shows.
I love that.
Look at this, everybody. Work hard, play hard. Get out there.
We work hard, we play hard. Everybody dance now. What's that from?
I don't know.
What?
I know. Is it a TikTok thing?
Nope.
Hold on. Is it a... What's my 3? Is it a pop girly thing?
Nope.
Is it a drag race thing?
No. Do you want one hint?
Yeah.
Yellow people.
Simpsons?
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Remember we referenced Short King even last week. He loves Simpsons and references it to me all the time, and I never get them, and he gets mad every time.
That one's classic.
So hopefully he doesn't see this.
Is they go to the metalworking, and he's like, oh my god, careful. And the one guy goes, we work hard, we play hard. Anyways, continue.
We're going to get a copyright strike because you're right on with the references. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to skip my first one because I think that you'll bring it up later. So the next one I have on my list here is Dead or Alive volleyball. Please look this up. Have you seen this? This is peak preteen Jackson being like already into video games, but then being like, oh, this style of video game exists. Now I want to add a massive caveat here that this is a great example of terrible representation in video games.
Everyone looks the same.
From an era in which we should burn from our history books.
Oh my god.
I know. It's like 30% of the game's budget was just dedicated to jiggle physics. That's it. And people are walking around with fucking back injuries waiting to happen. This game is only sex appeal and is nothing of substance and is straight trash.
How do you play it?
It's just volleyball.
Why is it called Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive volleyball. I'm pretty sure Dead or Alive was a fighting game. And then they were like, but what if we took all the hottest characters and made a fucking beach volleyball game and put them in bikinis? It is a example of everything that is wrong with male leadership unchecked in the games industry. Okay?
I want to play it.
But I just want it on the radar.
I want to play it.
Because
oh my god.
The mentality was only looking for a sexy video game. Now, they fucked up. It's gross.
It's gross. It's fucked up.
It's gross.
But I'm looking at it. It's so fucked up. It's so gross. I feel like it could now be reclaimed.
It could be satire in today's.
Oh my god! I feel like queer people, like lesbians playing this.
I knew I wanted you to see this.
Oh, I'd play this.
This is the reason I brought it up. Is because again, my personal view is this is kind of fucking disgusting. When I was 12 and didn't know better, I was like, oh my god, I'm into this.
I am obsessed with
now. I'm like, I think you just need to see this. You need to know that this exists in the world.
For everyone, for a visual aspect, I just want everyone to just picture tiny bikinis.
Oh, the tiniest.
Upskirt shots.
Disgusting.
Just volleyball.
Constantly.
And random, like, giggly smiles. It's so camp. I'm playing it. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm. I thought
fabulous entry. Fabulous entry. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh my god.
Representation? Great. 0 out of 10?
No.
Only striving for sexy? 10 out of 10.
It's absolutely camp. I'm very proud of you.
It's terrible.
Okay, my next one's not that great.
Okay.
It's not that great, but it feels predictable. Okay.
Yep.
OG
Okay.
OG pointy boob Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
I'm glad you brought this up because Lara Croft Tomb Raider is on my list, but I think I'm going not pointy boob, but I'll tell you about it after. Go ahead.
No. See, pointy boob Lara Croft Tomb Raider is the classic because it's one of the first times you see that kind of like pixelated, absolutely gigantic, busty video game character.
Yeah. So again, representation,
0.
Not great. But also Lara Croft is a super capable character. So like in a way that's positive representation, but also just like creating a character just to objectify them is garbo. I'm pretty sure as the legend goes, Lara Croft's exceptionally large pointy boobs was actually a coding error, and they just decided to keep it. They were like, this is great.
Because she has got giant boobs.
A bunch of nerdy, fucking disgusting, lonely men sitting in a room late at night coding. We're like, but what if we keep it?
I love that. Okay.
So I put Lara Croft on my list, but modern Lara Croft to me is sexier because I think, representation's a different conversation, but sexiness, it's on a scale. Everyone has a different definition. And I think like hot, intelligent, fucking capable, take on the world mentality. I think that's sexy. So I think modern Lara Croft. And also a little about me, a little peek behind the scenes. I like a ponytail. I know it's simple.
Listen, girls.
Tell me.
When I say girls, I mean gays.
Okay.
Let's get those ponytails out.
You know what, Juice? That's the only reason we're not together.
Because I don't have a ponytail?
Yeah, that was it.
So you can't yank on it?
That's not the reason I like them, but not the reason.
Not the reason.
I gotta cut that piece.
And you know what? No, don't. So you know what? Ponytails are just the straight man's harness.
There you go.
Yeah. If you would have said you liked pigtails, I would have been like, absolutely fucking gross, Jackson. But a ponytail, I will.
Ponytails are the straight man's harness might be the best clip ever. I think, or sorry, quote ever.
I'll say it again. I'll say it like this.
Go again so we can set it up for a clip for later.
Ponytails are the straight man's harness.
That's fucking, we're going straight to the top of the algorithm.
Oh, it's flying up there. Oh my God.
Okay. Do you want my next one?
Yeah.
Again, I think I know what your number one entry is going to be.
I guarantee you do not. I guarantee you.
You don't think? Okay.
No, well, I guarantee you.
Okay. I'm going to throw... no, I'll come back for honorable mentions at the end. I think one of the next ones for me, not necessarily for me, but the one that I'm bringing is Resident Evil Village. Do you remember when this game was announced and the big bad villain was Lady D, 7-foot tall, pale vampire lady, and the internet fucking broke.
Yes.
And they were like, step on me, step on me, mommy.
Yeah.
And it went on forever. And they had a demo and it kept going. And then the game came out and it kept going. And I'm pretty sure at some point someone at Capcom was like, we just lean into this. The market, like if I work in marketing for a video game, if it was me, I would just be like, this is it now. This is what the whole game is marketed around. It's all we need. Yeah. Sex sells, baby. Lady D, step on me.
Dummy mommy, I think they called her or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never even thought of that. That's so good.
Yeah. There's a clip, because I played this game on stream, and there's a clip because she walks around. She's an indestructible force for most of the game, but in like a white semi-sheer dress. And
jugs.
Yeah,
jugs.
she's big. She is the traditional societal unfair hourglass shape representation. But shamefully I shot both her boobs so that she had black bullet holes. But they bounced right off, right? But they looked like nips, so we giggled about it. We had a little giggle. Like an adult.
I want to make fun of you, but I'm just as
you
bad.
Would have done the same.
I'm just as bad. Okay, you want to hear mine?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I guarantee you're not going to expect this.
Okay.
I'm really proud of myself.
I have two. One that I do think, but now I don't, and one that I'm like, okay, this could be the black horse one.
Okay. Are you
ahead.
ready?
Yeah.
Sexiest video game ever made.
Okay, go ahead.
Stellar Blade.
The one that just came out?
The one that just came out.
And has claimed headlines everywhere about terrible representation. The one that is like headlines across the world about being like, hey, we need to talk about this. This is how we should not be representing women in video games. And you're like, yeah, you know what? I can see why they would say that. This is the one.
This is the one. So Stellar Blade is a 2024 action-adventure video game developed by Shift Up and published by Sony Interactive, and it was released on PlayStation 5 on April 26th. Just came out last week. And I want everybody to know it is this sexy ponytailed girl, blunt bangs, and she is wearing the most scantily clad, skin-tight outfit. She used to have underboob showing, but they went in and
patched it.
They patched it, and now there is an incel group that's saying save Stellar Blade to get her underboob back, which TBH, I'm in it. Like I want the underboob.
You're the ringleader of that group.
Bring me back the underboob. Like I want it for the camp factor. Like how fabulous. And the best
can understand that the people that are rallying
No, I
are not on the same side as you.
I understand. Okay. I'm going after it in a camp sense. They're going after it because they're jerking off because they cannot see a woman's breasts live in person anywhere. Okay, but oh my god, my thing is actually inside out. That's so embarrassing. Anyways.
I didn't want to say anything. I noticed.
Did you notice?
No, I don't know what your harness looks like if it's inside or out.
I'm switching it.
Okay, we'll take a break here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, much better.
Actually, yeah, that does look better. Anyways,
okay, incel.
There is a point where she is climbing up a rope. And her legs are wrapped around it. You get a full shot of her butt, and as she's climbing up of it, this is what you hear.
Oh my god. I'm
it
so uncomfortable.
The most sexually explicit incel video game I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to play it.
So one of my favorite games podcasts, other than ours, obviously.
Of course.
There was I listen to it every week, love it. I've been listening for years. And one of the guys who's not necessarily on every pod, he's a semi-regular guest, came in and was like, I've been playing Stellar Blade. I understand all of the criticism. I just ignore that. And I was like, can you? Like, can you ignore this and just play the game? Hold on, let me pause right there. Are you staring at your pecs? And have you been for multiple seconds? Because I watched you and I was like, I'm not going to say anything. He'll come back to me in a second. And I watched you not come back for 15. And then I watched you they started to move around a little. I was like, you're staring at your pecs and you're flexing them now. Is that what happened?
I was trying to make him dance. Continue.
So basically, I lost a little respect for a games journalist who was like, I'm going to ignore this very monumental strike against positive representation in video games and a tally in the long growing list of sexualization and objectification of women because I want to play the game and it's a fun game. And I was like, to me, this game becomes a fuck no because I couldn't play it for longer than 12 seconds without being like, this is gross. It's the same reason there's an anime that I really want to like called High School of the Dead, and it's zombies, and it's really like high production value, but it's the type of anime where there's like boob jiggle physics and upskirts, and it's high school students.
Oh,
it's High School of the Dead.
I got so excited.
So I was like, I can't ugh, it's gross. It's completely jarring. It's disruptive. Now The other side to the representation argument always being, if a woman wants to represent herself that way, she's more than welcome to.
Exactly.
But I can guarantee you that the people creating all of this content, lonely men.
Lonely, gross men. But
Gross, lonely men.
okay, but imagine, picture it.
Tell me.
Full team of lesbians.
Okay. Creating a video game?
Creating
you have me there. You say nothing more.
Creating a sexy video game. I'm so in.
Yeah.
She's busty. She's a little masculine, you know?
Yeah.
She wears
cap?
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe a open shirt flannel.
Oh, you got me at flannel. It is worth pointing out that I'm pretty sure in Stellar Blade, the main woman's, there's like 40 different wardrobe options. Most of them,
I'm so in.
Most of them, I can't say most because I haven't looked very far, but some of them, let me say this, are worse than the base suit. Yeah.
Yay.
There's one that looks like Venom from Marvel. One that looks like Venom from Marvel, but if it was like a baby Venom and it was like the smallest like piece of chewed gum stretched across only her private parts.
Yay.
Yeah. I thought you might like that. So I can see why you said I would be proud of you, because this is a brand new game that you knew of all on your own. And you know what? For that, I am proud of you.
Thank you so much. But I want to know who you thought I was going to say.
I thought you were going to say Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm surprised. I feel like you might have forgotten the game existed. You literally only played it as a dating simulator.
I did.
You literally just tried to have sex with all the characters. I don't understand. And you didn't list that.
I think it's because when I think of a sexy video game, I think of a dirty incel objectifying a woman.
Sure.
That's what I think when I think sexy video game. I don't think I don't think groundbreaking technology. I don't think groundbreaking stories and representation. I think dirty, gross men, boobies. That's what I think.
Yeah. I'm glad that we've shown both of our hands on what we find is sexy, and I think they're on different ends of the spectrum, you know?
People are surprised because they're like, I thought this would be Jackson's arguments, and I'm just like, no.
They're a little backwards.
I'm sitting here like, no, this is what incels think are sexy.
Yeah,
you know?
You speaking of representation, you represent the incel population.
I just want everybody to know I don't.
I know he doesn't. And I think I know we've done it at like every chapter, but it's really important that everyone knows that that's not Juice's style at all.
At all. We're just joking. And also, I'm looking at it from a camp perspective. Like, I think it's funny when you're just like, oh, play girl with jiggly boobs, because I'm a drag queen. So it's just like,
will dress up as that. That is,
oh my God.
your vibe.
Yeah. And then also, I'm just sitting there like, work diva. And I think it's also when it comes to like queer people, when we would play video games, like fighting video games, we would always pick the bustiest, prettiest, scantily clad girl, because we're like, she's so cunt.
Yeah.
Like, she's so pussy. Like, that's what I want to be. Yeah. So that's where I'm coming at it from. I like how you're coming at it from such like a beautiful standpoint.
I think we can't have a conversation about sexy video games without acknowledging the elephant in the room, that sexy is not represented well 99% of the time.
Baldur's Gate is pretty well represented.
I agree. I think it was fantastic.
Yeah, it goes across the board pretty well. Everyone's still like muscly and thin and pretty, but it is pretty good for representation. Oh, sorry, one more time.
Say muscly, thin, and pretty while you're flexed up.
Muscly, thin, and pretty.
Now hit it. Ooh. Get it.
I look incredible.
You look great. I'm really proud of you. Okay, so I'm glad that you said it, because on my list was most fighting games.
Period.
That's what I wrote down. Most fighting games have basically what we just said about Baldur's Gate. Everyone is attractive, thin, muscular, and then they just beat the shit out of each other. And I know that is a kink for some people. So that's like double sexy.
So,
and also, have you seen the fighting game with the giant grizzly bear? I think it's in Tekken, right?
Tekken. I used to have Tekken. Yeah. The grizzly bear.
Right there.
Yeah.
Furries. So that was on there. Honorable mention. Oh no, I guess we got through. Honorable mention would be Sims, because I know a lot of people play that as like also a dating simulator, and there's mods that people are definitely getting out there to watch their Sims have sex.
Oh, yeah.
when I was in middle school, I played The Sims and I made myself and 2 girls that I had crushes on, and I put them into a world, and I said, Jesus, take the wheel. Whichever character my character falls in love with, that's who I'm going to pursue.
And here you are today.
And you know what? Neither of them liked me. Because that's a creepy fucking weird thing to do. I had a lot of growing to do. I put also on my list, and this is not number 1 for me. I didn't rank mine in order. I just wanted to contribute to the conversation. Pokemon.
Fuck off.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out. There's furry representation in Pokemon.
Get fucked.
Right? Look at Lopunny and tell me that that's not made to target the furries. Look at Lopunny. It's the same thing as Lola Bunny in Space Jam. Okay? But then look at people like Cynthia. That's a goth girl's dream right there. You know what I mean? There are hot gym trainers in every single iteration of the game.
Yeah.
And
you know what?
Tell me.
You know what?
Tell me.
Cunty Reggie Rock with a handbag.
There you go. Is that a TikTok thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it because I didn't know it.
It's the newest meme on TikTok, Cunty Reggie Rock with a handbag. And a lot of people, you'll be just like scrolling, seeing something, and it'll be like, look in this mirror. Look at your new outfit. It's Cunty Reggie Rock with a handbag. And everyone's like, Or they'll use AI to get like characters' voices and like put it into movies. Cunty Reggie Rock with a handbag. So Cunty Reggie Rock with a handbag. That's sexy.
I like that. The other reason for me is the number of times I've streamed Pokemon. You've streamed it as well because you and I tried to race to fill out a Pokedex. It just brings out the horny in people for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think it might just be like a joke that kind of snowballed a little bit, but every single time. And Cynthia was a major source of this. People were coming in and being like, Cynthia beat the shit out of you? Yeah, do it again. And like I got stuck on Cynthia, so they were like, oh, I'll be here all day.
Jackson, I'm going to be really honest. I don't think that's a Pokemon thing.
What do you think it is?
I think that's a you being hot thing and people liking you losing because the hot white guy is getting abused and they're like jerking off on the other side of the camera. Yeah, I don't think that's a Pokemon thing. I think that's a you thing. That's okay.
But I don't lose most of the time because I'm good at video games. And also Pokemon's a baby game.
You still lost?
That one time. Only to Cynthia.
Because
Cynthia had my number.
Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer. Cynthia. Yeah. What's that from?
TikTok thing.
No.
Probably.
Rugrats.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Throwback. It's a good
Throwback. Quick little shout out to Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, yeah. Had you seen that one before?
Just saw it on my list. I quickly looked up some. I've never
because I sent it to you last week.
Yeah, I was looking for cosplays, and you said I should do that.
Yeah, had you heard of that game prior?
No.
Yeah. So, very classic cheerleader vibes. Cheerleader horror vibes. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's achievement.
Not a lot of sexy male video games.
Baldur's Gate 3. Also,
God of War.
God of War was actually on my list as like that dad energy. I mean, I understand that. It's not there for me, but like big fucking beefy dad vibe. I get that. You don't have to explain that to me.
Oh my God. You know what I did today?
Tell me.
Guy, he's pretty attractive, tattooed guy in one of the classes.
Yeah.
Finished the workout, ripped his shirt off, walked up to him right up. We're gym people. We fist bump. Walk up to him, give him a fist bump, and I go, "Great tits, buddy."
What do you say?
He just stopped and went, "Thanks."
Was this the first time you've interacted with this human?
Second.
Oh, second. Nice. What was the first one? Nice balls?
Nice fucking nuts, bro.
Nice nuts, dude.
Nice nuts. Need me to roll them around in my hand, make a wish? All right. How do you feel?
I feel like this episode likely lost us a few people along the way.
Oh,
I've been thinking about it constantly.
Cigarette after that one.
We were literally like, cool. So if we notice that all of the clips we make where there's something vaguely sexual, they pop off, let's just bait everyone. We'll just only talk about sexy things. And then as the episode progressed, I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot. But again, I think we presented it with a rather nuanced understanding of what is sexy and where the flaws in the games industry exist in terms of representation. So I feel like we did a good job balancing our commentary and our true values. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, it's funny.
It's quite a dichotomy you and I have on this.
And I got to look at myself.
Yourself, yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Just like these little jugs. Anyways, this has been super fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for these past 40 minutes talking about boobs. Jackson's gonna let you know where you can find us on socials.
This is the dumbest fucking episode we've ever done. It might be my favorite one because you and I have been laughing. I'm really curious to see how people react to it.
Honestly, 40 minutes went by like nothing.
Flew. I'm telling you. Maybe we should just do more debates. I said earlier that we'd be master debaters too. I'm tired.
I've been master debating this whole time.
I knew it. If you want to see us in our robe and leather harness glory, there's going to be clips from this one. Hit it. Ooh, over on Instagram at @ItDangerPod. Please swing on by. Make sure to follow that account. And if you have a problem with how this episode went, make sure you get to the end of it. And then you can comment about what you thought about this episode.
Make sure you get to the end.
Oh, I feel like we didn't fully maybe redeem ourselves or lay out our values until the very end of it. But make sure you fucking listen to the whole thing. My number one comment, if people come at us, is going to be, "Did you listen to the end?" We'll go from there.
You should add a disclaimer onto the top of the episode.
Please watch the end please listen to the end of this podcast before getting mad.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks guys so much. And we'll see you next week for, I don't know, a video game, a debate, or maybe just kissing. It's just like 40 minutes of
it's just mouth sounds.
Mouth sounds.
Ew.
All right, bye.
Bye everyone.